get going. I think it was definitely better in the second half. So yeah, it's something to work on, to try and start quick from every game we can. So yeah, something to work on.
Obviously, Liverpool made errors themselves, but how much did you force those errors with your pressing?
Yeah, we definitely forced the errors. You know, some of them working out on training, pressing from the front, and yeah, everyone worked for each other today, and you get your rewards from it, like you see today.
Could you have struck yours any better?
No, yeah, I struck it perfect, and yeah, I'm just happy to see it go in and help my team.
How much did you enjoy playing in that, as they call it, false nine position? Or are you a nine?
Yeah, I enjoy it, you know. It's not like you have to stay up front, you know. You can drop in and try and get the ball. So yeah, I try to play it as best as I can. It's something that I need to learn to the side of my game. But yeah, I enjoyed it tonight, coming link and play, and yeah, trying to get in the final third.
Brilliant stuff there from Phil Foden. Let's take you back to Graham Lasseau and Arlo White. We'll have so much time and we will analyse this drop-off from Liverpool this season, gentlemen. But Manchester City right now, just simply brilliant.
Absolutely fantastic. 14 wins in a row. It's extraordinary. And you called it, I think, in the middle of the second half. It would have been easy for you to say that Gundogan was man of the match with his 2 goals. But you called Phil Foden. What impresses you about him the most?
Well, there's so many factors. And just even in his interview, his enthusiasm, his willingness to learn. He said, I've got a lot to learn. His understanding of the game and the different positions. And my goodness, having Guardiola as a coach, what an opportunity. If you've got an open mind and you want to learn, what a great person to learn from. And I just think that every part of his game today was good. He was unselfish when he needed to be, made the right decisions at the right time, and then he was really selfish for his goal, and that showed a huge amount of confidence, belief and technique to get past Robertson on the inside, and then the ferocity of the finish that beat Alisson. So a really all-round, really good performance by him.
The first half performance by City at Chelsea on January the 3rd, for me, announced that City were massively in the title race because they had an indifferent start. Is there anything now that can derail them between now and the end of the season, even though it's, you know, it's a slightly odd season?
Well, I think that's the point. I think there are so many things that would make anyone hesitant about calling who's going to win the league, because there are lots of outside factors at the moment, and we've got to remember that, you know, there's no crowd, so that has an impact on some players, some teams, more than others. But they're in their groove, aren't they? You can see they're really, really playing well. They're well organised. They've got everything going for them at the moment. So in this form, obviously, they'll go on and win the league.
Alisson's mistakes, is that sort of representative of scrambled minds at Liverpool?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, look, they've set such incredibly high standards, Liverpool, that when you see a drop-off, you think, what's going wrong? And we could get very carried away very quickly. But uncharacteristic mistakes, that lack of edge and creativity in the team at the moment, is something that's got to be a concern, and you can see it in Jurgen Klopp's sort of face. He's just desperately trying to work out a way of solving the problem and helping the players overcome this poor spell.
OK, Rebecca, hopefully we can warm up in time for kick-off in the Super Bowl later. Back to you.
Lovely stuff, gentlemen. Thank you. Man City, with those 14 wins in all competitions in a row, by the way, have now equalled the all-time winning run by an English top-flight team, matching Preston in 1892 and Arsenal in 1987. Is what's most impressive about City this season was that worse than indifferent start and the way that Guardiola has rebuilt this team from the back to the front.
Yeah, and to get them re-energised and recharged. I wasn't sure at the start of this season whether Pep could get them to go again after a disappointing last season. But my goodness, with the addition of Ruben Diaz, apart from the mistake today, and John Stones, of course. But I think, you know, to focus on the wide players is important today, because a lot of talk about Mo Salah and Sadio Mane and how great they've been for their football club. But Phil Foden and Raheem Sterling, I mean, Foden went to a wide position later on. They overshadowed those two players with the way that they got behind, they created and scored goals. Those two, I thought, were brilliant.
Tim, the overriding narrative for Liverpool this season has been about the injuries, but Alisson making mistakes, Trent Alexander-Arnold, as Robbie picked out, not having a good day. I mean, they're not necessarily related directly to injuries. Talk to me about Liverpool.
No, and the game today was evenly poised, and Alisson, who we're just not used to seeing make those mistakes. He's been brilliant, he's been the best goalkeeper in the world. So these things happen. He had a tough day, and obviously Liverpool are having to play players out of position and uncomfortable positions. And look, the league's gone for them. What worries me now is the chase is on for Champions League. You know, West Ham, Everton, Tottenham, Chelsea. It's going to be a tight race for that fourth spot. And so whatever's ailing them, they've got to get it right very quickly.
Title race. Make a case for me. It's not over, is
Manchester United can catch them. It's the only team that can. If everything goes well for United and Cavani stays fit and he's as sharp as he is now for the remainder of the season, there's a few ifs in there, but that's it. That's the only team that can catch them is Manchester United now, and we'll see how they go on. I mean, Man City can they keep this amazing run all the way through? They might be a period where they have a little drop-off. Man United have got to keep doing their thing to make sure they're in touch if City do have a little falter a little bit.
The argument is that City have already had their drop beginning of the season.
Yeah, they're playing well. By the way, Kevin De Bruyne is coming back soon.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's all without Kevin De Bruyne as well. He's half decent. OK, stay with us. We're going to have all the